It's a hot, hot season, whoa.
Hi there, my name is Joel Broden, and right now I'm going to share with you the top 5 MLM closing lines that you can use in your MLM business no matter what you're promoting, what company you're offering, what products and services you have. I'm going to share with you top MLM closing lines that you can use today, immediately, for your business. So let's get started. Number 5, how much do you want to earn per month? And then, of course, the person answers, okay, well, let's get your account set up so we can get going on that. Now, this is an opportunity for you to prompt the person to positively answer you before going on to the close, which is let's get your account set up so that we can get going on that. You basically just walk them into answering positively and then providing them the solution to be able to help them get started making that money. Number 4, do you want the checks to come in your name or a business name? And again, this question, and then you're just going to go on to and your mailing address, great, email address, phone number, and then you walk into the credit card information, to be able to get them started. And this is a very simple way to get them to answer a very easy question, which is, how do you want to get paid? Do you want a check? Do you want PayPal? Do you want it in your name, in your business name? And when they answer that, that's basically the first answer to the first question on your application form. And then you walk through mailing address, and by the time that they realize what's happening, either they're going to completely back out immediately, or they're just going to continue going on with the process. And if they're pretty much ready to go anyway, most people will just continue going on with the process. Number 3, I'm ready to get going. Do you want to get started right now, or did you have any other questions first? So what you're doing here is you're positively reinforcing that you personally are happy with the information that you've gone through with them. You're ready to get going. So basically you're asking them, are they ready to also get going? Right? And you're confirming that, are you the same as me? Are you also ready to get started? And you're doing 2 things with this question. So 1, you're kind of confirming that, yes, I think it's a good idea. Do you think it's a good idea? But also you're giving them a bit of an out, but you're only giving them out if they can qualify it, which is, or did you have other questions first? Because if you've already answered all of their questions or most of their questions, at this point, if the person doesn't really have another question, it's not a yes or no. Do you want to join? Yes. Do you want to join? No. You're not asking them that. You're asking them, did they have any other questions first? Which means if they can't think of another question to ask you, their only alternative at this point is just to say, yes, I'm ready to get started. Okay? So do you want to get started right now, or did you have any other questions first? Well, if they don't have any other questions, like I said, I guess they're ready to get started. That's the alternative. All right, number 2. So what we can do is set up your account right now and then set up your first training session with me this week. What day is best for you? Now, by asking them what day is best for them, you're actually deflecting so that they answer the second question first, so that they're not answering yes or no to setting up your account. They're actually answering, yes, I do want the first training session. Tuesday is best for me, or Thursday is best for me. So they're kind of choosing a day for training, which puts them ahead of the game, so that really what's going to happen is next they're simply going to take you up on the offer to set up their account as well. Now, the number 1 closing line that I've used over the last decade is, do you see any reason why we can't get you started right now? And again, with this closing line, it's very simple. The majority, I would say 90 to 95% of the people, if you've answered all their questions, won't be able to give you a reason why they can't get started. All right? So it's not then a question of whether or not they want to do it. You're really forcing them to come up with a reason why they really can't get started. And oftentimes there's not a reason why they can't get started. They can get started. You're not asking them if they want to get started. You're saying, do you see any reason why you can't? Well, there's no reasons why I can't get started. I've got the money. I'm excited. The business sounds good. So at this point, most people will just join your business. And remember, feel free to practice all 5 of these different methods and see which one works best for you and which kind of strategy you like best. Remember though, before you use any of these closing lines, you will want to have a conversation with the person, ask them if they have any questions, answer all their questions, go through and make sure they understand that your business solves their problem of wanting to make money from home, and then use one of these closing lines to be able to help bridge you from the conversation to getting their information and getting them signed up. This number one closing line that I'm giving you right now, do you see any reason why we can't get you started right now, has worked for me timelessly over the last decade. So I'm going to encourage you to use at least that one, put at least that one in your arsenal if you're trying to get them started over the phone, online, or in person. And then of course you can test all the other 4 as well to see which one you like best.